Welcome back to the PDC Nordic and Baltic Pro Tour and to the final of Pro Tour 2. It is Oskar Lukasiak against Jani Haavisto, and after quite a lengthy throw for the ball there, I think that was the sixth time of asking, we finally separated the two finalists. It will be the current PDC Tour card holder, Oskar Lukasiak, to get this final underway. We will crown our second Pro Tour title winner of the year. Yesterday's winner, Kordeka, his bid for back-to-back titles here in Riga this weekend came to an end in a 6-4 defeat to Lukasiak. Yesterday we saw Decker win that title in dramatic fashion with a 160 checkout in the decider against Andreas Harrison, which ended an 8-year wait between titles for Decker. Jani Haavisto, his last title came in 2014. So if he wins the title today, he will end a 12-year gap between Nordic and Baltic titles. And to be fair to him, for 8 of those years, he's not actually played on the tour. His last appearance was in 2018, this weekend. The first time he's playing on the Nordic and Baltic Pro Tour. He's certainly making up for lost time, isn't he? Yesterday, we saw him qualify for the Belgian Darts Open, win through the Euro Tour qualifiers, and today he's made it through to the final. He's got an early chance here to break the Lukasiak throw. Looks to go the ball route on 95, but gonna have to try and find a treble now. Doesn't get a shot at a double. Lukasiak, it's 127. It's for a holder throw. 17s for a shot at the ball. Well, it's a good leave, but he was going for the ball there. Double 16. For Visto, he's missed 2, and Lukasiak inadvertently leaving the same double. Finds the double 8. That is a holder throw for Oskar Lukasiak in the opening leg of this final. Haavisto gave himself a chance to break. He kicks off this second leg with a 177, and we saw in the last match on the stream, didn't we? The semi-final between Jani and Daniel Larsson. Haavisto really did put his foot down, didn't he, in that deciding leg? 174, 140, 140 to leave 47 after 9 darts. Larsson had no response to that. Incredible power scoring from the Finn. This is another strong leg for Haavisto. Should leave a finish after these 3 darts. Reminder, this final is the best of 11 legs, first to 6, the format that's played in every round of the PDC Nordic and Baltic Pro Tour, so the players will be well used to it by now. Time there for Haavisto to leave tops. Lukasiak replies with a ton to get down to a checkout, but Haavisto looking at tops to level this final in 14 darts. Both finalists now have a leg on the board in this final. They should have both settled down a little bit. Lukasiak, his last title on the Nordic and Baltic Pro Tour, coming almost a year to the day. He won the opening event of the season last year here in Riga when he beat Andreas Harrison 6-5 in the final. He went on to make another 3 finals during the season. Finished third on the order of merit. It's level on prize money with Teemu Harju, but after Teemu won that last event, he finished ahead on countback. But Oskar still got that debut at the World Championship as the highest non-qualified player after Teemu won the inaugural staging of the Nordic and Baltic Championship. That tournament will return again this year at the end of October. Top 24 players in the rankings after the 12 Pro Tour events will be heading to Denmark for that event, where there is that extra spot in the World Championship. So lots to play for this season for a lot of players. And even before a dart was thrown, you'd expect to see Oskar Lukasiak in that field. The way Jani Haavisto has played on his return this weekend, you'd expect to see him in that field as well. Haavisto going to get another look at a checkout to get a breaker throw in this final. Treble 20. Would have given him a shot at the ball. He's kept himself in these legs on the Lukasiak throw. May only be a dart at the ball. It is for Lukasiak. Outside. We saw Lukasiak earlier, that match with Anton Östlund. He had 50 left with 3 darts and he went for the ball first. Haavisto wants tops. Just goes below the target. That would have been the first break in this final. Lukasiak to tidy up the 25. It's double 12. And that is another holder throw. 3 legs in, 3 holds a throw. Oscar's 2 legs in 20 darts each. Jani Haavisto's leg came in 14 darts. I'll just run you through how the 2 finalists got to this deciding match. Oskar Lukasiak has won through 5 matches to get here. He's beaten Simon Skilberg 6-1, Ralphs Lumanis 6-4, Anton Östlund 6-5 in a last leg decider. Par Rihinen 6-2, and then a very close semi-final with the Pro Tour 1 champion Kordeka coming out a 6-4 winner. As for Jani Haavisto, also won through 5 matches. And the eye-catching results coming in the latter rounds, really a 6-5 win against Andreas Harrison, where he raced into a 4-0 lead, a 5-2 lead, ended up winning it in a last leg decider. And then he tore apart his fellow Finn, Teemu Harju, 6-1 in the quarterfinals before, as we saw on the stream a few moments ago, a 6-5 against Daniel Larsson. Lukasiak here, looking to break the Haavisto throw. Knows that he's going to come back with another visit in this leg. As he powers in another 140 to leave 42 after 12. Ton for Haavisto gets him down to a finish, but he's still 100 points behind. Are we going to see the first breaker throw in this final? Lukasiak looking at double 16. One outside. And one on the inside, not quite finding the double. It's a big ask here for Haavisto to hold his throw. 2 treble 17s. Well, the second one wasn't far away at all. Would have left himself tops. Tidies it up nicely, but again, he's relying on his opponent missing darts at a double. Lukasiak is not going to miss again. That is the first breaker throw in this final. And it goes to the PDC tour card holder, Oskar Lukasiak. He's opened up a bit of daylight in this final, a 3-1 lead. He can hold his throw here. Yes, it will be only one holder, well, only one breaker throw to his name, but he will have that 3-leg lead, which psychologically, looking at the scoreboard, will not be pleasant reading for Jani Haavisto. He'll want to get that breaker throw back straight away. Lukasiak, we've seen him win 2 titles on the Nordic and Baltic tour. As I mentioned, he won the season opener last year in Riga. His first title on the Nordic and Baltic Pro Tour coming in 2024. He won out in Denmark, beating Marco Cantila 6-3 in the final of Pro Tour 8. He's someone that we've seen have a lot of deep runs on the tour over the last couple of years. He made 3 finals in 2024, 4 finals last year. He has become a formidable name in this circuit. So Haavisto picks off 2 trebles to get down to a finish first in this leg. Good leg against the throw. He said he had to try and respond quickly. He may well be about to do that. Perfect first dart, double 18. Double 9 is just as good. It's a 15 dart breaker throw for Jani Haavisto. This final is back on serve. Haavisto's 2 legs coming in 5 visits. He's produced the best 2 legs of this final so far, but he is still a leg behind. He is 8 points clear on the averages after 5 legs, but it is Lukasiak who has that lead. Reminder that the next weekend of Nordic and Baltic Pro Tour action will be coming up at the end of March, the final weekend of the month, the 27th to the 29th. Once again, we'll have all the action live for you on the PDC Nordic and Baltic YouTube channel. That is 3rd ton on the trot for Haavisto in this leg. Saw Lukasiak earlier on hit 4 tons and then missed the double 18 for the 101 checkout, which some people call the perfect leg. I know Ian White is a big fan of that leg. 4 tons and a 101 checkout. Not going to get the perfect leg this time though, but he is going to get down to a checkout first. Haavisto has turned this final around from being 3-1 behind. That's a big last start from Lukasiak though. Leaves himself on a better finish. Jani with a big find with the last start to leave himself on 60. Oskar needs to find a treble. He does. One dart at tops for a 102 finish, and that is some way off where he was aiming for. Will he get another chance to break? Haavisto has got 2 darts at tops, and he only needs the one. Back-to-back legs for Jani Haavisto in this final from 3-1 down. He's levelled things up at 3 legs all. If the two players going for the bull-up earlier on was anything to go by, could have expected this final to go close. Took them 6 goes to decide who would throw first. Lukasiak won the ball. Right now it is him throwing first. Is that going to be the difference in the end? Because he's kicked off this leg with a 140. Back-to-back 140s for Swede. Haavisto not going anywhere. So he piles in a 177. By far the best leg of this final so far. Could we be about to see Jani Haavisto take the lead for the first time in this final? Lukasiak, that was a much needed treble with the last dart. But Haavisto, well, he can't miss right now, can he? A 177 followed by a 171 leaves himself on 88. It's 121. It's got to go. Lukasiak is not going to get a shot at the ball. Jani Haavisto wants 88 for a 10 dart breaker throw. Just picking which dart he wants to throw with. You can throw with all 3 of them. Finds it with the second dart. It's an 11 dart breaker throw. Jani Haavisto from 3-1 down. Has taken a 4-3 lead. It's 3 legs on the trot. The man who's not been seen on the PDC Nordic and Baltic Pro Tour for 8 years is just 2 legs away from marking his return with a title. Haavisto has won 7 titles on this tour back when it was called the Scandinavian Darts Corporation. All his titles coming from 2012 to 2014. Topped the rankings in 2014. Are we about to see that 12-year break between titles come to an end for Jani Haavisto? Lukasiak was a break up. He's now a breakdown. Is it going to be more final heartbreak for Oskar? He's lost his last 3 finals on the Nordic and Baltic Pro Tour. Now all of a sudden he's got to find a breaker throw to stay in this final. Goes trebleless with that visit. Regains the lead, but Haavisto is going to leave himself very handy indeed. A 140 to get down to a ton after 12 darts. He's really turning it on these last couple of legs. Lukasiak can't afford to come up dry again. Finds the treble with the last dart. Haavisto wants tops. For a 14 dart holder throw, a ton checkout for Jani Haavisto. It's 4 legs now on the spin. The Finn is just 1 leg away from winning his 8th PDC Nordic and Baltic Pro Tour title, and his first since 2014. Completing a dream return to this circuit. Oskar Lukasiak, he's got to hold, break and hold if he's going to complete a rescue act in this final from 5-3 down. He's made a very good start, back-to-back 140s. Haavisto has taken his average into the mid-90s. The last few legs have been very good from the man who's, I'm led to believe, nicknamed the finisher. Needs one more leg to finish this final and wrap up the title. Not quite down to a finish yet. Lukasiak, all about the set-up shot from here. What can he leave after this dart? Well, it's a last dart treble again. Haavisto, all he can do is hit and hope that Lukasiak doesn't take out this 78. Otherwise, this final will go into a 10th leg. Should be one dart at tops for Lukasiak. And that is Lukasiak's best leg of the match, just when he needed it. Holds in 15 darts. And he says to Jani Haavisto, you've got to serve it out if you want to win this title. I'm not giving it up just yet. And that's a pretty solid start. Good cover shooting from Jani Haavisto after the first dart. Finds the 5, rescues the opening visit with a pair of treble 19s. Comes Lukasiak with a 140. The power score in the last leg and a bit from Oskar. He's needed all of that to stay in this final. Jani Haavisto's going nowhere. He just seems to be getting better and better as this final goes on. No last dart treble that time for Oskar. So it's advantage to Jani. One treble visit gets him almost down to a checkout. Lukasiak's going to need 2 big trebles to get there first. He's got one of them. And that bounce out, it looked like it was in the single 20. Means that Jani Haavisto has got 6 darts from 182 to win the title. It's another 1 treble visit. He's closing in on a dream return to the PDC Nordic and Baltic Pro Tour. Just 82 points away from winning the title. Lukasiak comes up dry. He's down to a finish. But this is all about Jani Haavisto. He's been away from the PDC Nordic and Baltic Tour for 8 years. And he's returned this weekend and he's won a title. Jani Haavisto has beaten Oskar Lukasiak 6 legs to 4. He's not played on this tour since 2018. He came back this weekend. He's qualified for a European tour last night. And he's gone even better today by winning on the Pro Tour. Jani Haavisto has won his 8th PDC Nordic and Baltic title. His first since 2014. With a win against a PDC Tour card holder, Oskar Lukasiak. What a weekend for Jani Haavisto. He is our 2nd Pro Tour winner of the season. Kordecker won the title yesterday with a 160 finish. And Jani Haavisto, what a story, what a weekend for him to get back in the winners' enclosures on the PDC Nordic and Baltic Tour. Thank you very much to everyone for joining us this weekend. Hope you've enjoyed the darts. We'll be back with the 2nd weekend of the season from March the 27th to the 29th. We will see you again very soon.